Okay, well, if it isn't one thing, it's two. Got this guy done. I had a little trouble with my air compressor. I got a backflow valve in there that keeps hanging up. So I ended up making a new one out of a rubber puck that I put in there. I think that's going to work. So we got that fixed. And my welder over here, something went wrong with the whole cable where the wire wouldn't feed through. And finally what I ended up doing, because I had this, is I ended up putting on a spool gun is what this is called. This is for aluminum, where the wire goes right up in here and it feeds it straight through. Because aluminum wire doesn't push very well. I ended up doing this out of desperation because that's what I use for tacking on this lift, and then I take everything over to the bench there and weld it. I had to modify the feed spool because aluminum wire is quite a bit bigger than the number 20 I'm using here, or 24 wire. So I had to run that in the lathe and cut it down a little bit. But I got it working, it actually works very well. So we dodged the bullet on that one. I can just see me dropping this thing, though it's all plastic. I'm going to shatter that into a zillion pieces. I did order a gun welder. We'll see how that works. They're pretty cheap. I think I got it for 130 bucks, which I'm going to use here on this rack. On the other one, my welders actually reach. So that rack works a lot better. But, you know, you do what you got to do. This one is ready. Everything's set to go. I'm going to fire up the oven right now. It's Friday afternoon. So I'm going to powder coat all the interior faces on this, get this all torn down. While this is in the oven, I'm going to do the wiring on the drifter over there, because tomorrow I'm taking that for a test drive. And that'll be probably as far as I can go with that. I did visit with my painter, Oscar, and he's got a real big project now. You know, here's the problem with the painter thing. The guy I used to have, he worked nights, but then during the mornings, he would work on my stuff on Saturdays. He even worked on Sundays. And he was like a chronic working crazy guy. I mean, the guy just really worked. And he was extremely fussy. But he moved to Tennessee, and I'm stuck with dealing with body shops. Well, body shops have other business. And, you know, they take a look at this and think, well, you know, it's kind of like the general contractor. You ask them to put in a screen door, and it's like, well, we don't have time for that, you know. So I went through about 6 body shops trying to figure out who I'm going to get to do this. And I finally found this one fella. And he was really excited about it. He wants to do it. He really, he likes the product, and it fits with his mode. Even though he's really busy, and right now he's got a truck in his shop that's about, not quite as big as a UPS van, that had rolled over in a ditch, so you can imagine. I mean, he's up on a step ladder masking off the top of the thing so he can paint it. So he's going to have that painted probably today or tomorrow. And my stuff for the drift will be done next week. And he's already asking me about this one because he says, we'll get yours going right away. And he says, we're pretty much on a 5-day schedule with me. So it's looking good. And the workmanship I've seen so far is very good. So it's working out. You know, and that's the problem with being such a small outfit is I can't have a full-time painter. And I used to paint this stuff. And I thought, well, worst case, I'd have to go paint it myself again, but I can't do it here. You know, there's a dance academy next door, and the fumes and everything, it would never work. So I'd have to rent a spray booth and do it there. So I could do the prepping here, but I couldn't do the paint. So this works out pretty good. But anyway, I'm going to get this guy in the oven, and get that guy wired, and then Monday we'll see what comes along. But I've got 2 more bikes kind of in transit right now, ready to come in here. So looks like we'll just keep plugging away. And yeah, it'll be interesting. I'll show you what that looks like when I get the wiring on that one done. Get the speedometer working and the horns and all that stuff. So we will continue in the